Oh, it's Thursday, August 17, 2023. 7 o'clock here in the morning, 7:02 on the west coast of the United States. How is everybody doing? Yeah. Yeah, Liz Rocket. I know, right? Little warm and sweaty here today. We have a little bit of overcast, monsoonal stuff, The monsoonal moisture is here on the west coast. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get any rain, but somebody was saying, "Oh, it's gonna rain next week." I don't know. I don't know. But we'll check it out right now. Yep. I don't see it. I don't see it. Nope. There's a little bit of rain in looks like Indiana, Illinois, Illinois, Indiana, and a little bit on the Carolinas, Pennsylvania, New York, up in New Hampshires and Maine. The East Coast got a little bit of rain. There's probably some down in Florida too. Outside of that, I don't see it. I do not see it at all. But a pretty good little storm off about 500 miles south of Baja. So we'll take a look at that right now. Hold on as I get you all situated. You got to get you situated, right? There we go, right there. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. All right. So you can see the pretty good storm right down here. Wait, can you see that? I think you can. Past 2 hours of C5. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's see here. Go to west. And you can see the storm right there, and right there on. Yeah. Why can't you see them? Oh, now you can. Okay, good. You can see it right there. Let's go ahead and go look at the dirty. Look at the dirt. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Crapping out on me. I don't know, man. All right, let's check it out. There we go. And let's look at the dirty. There it is. Pretty good little storm off Baja right now. It's south of Baja. Looks like it's hitting Puerto Vallarta right now, or just maybe 300 miles south of it. Going north, it looks like it's going due north. And that might be a little booger that might come up here, or it might just go into New Mexico and Texas. Here we go. What do we got going on here? Well, it looks like something went through Alaska. Little bumper in Alaska. I don't know. Let's go see what. All right, I don't see nothing here in Cali. What about the U.S.? GS. Chiapas had a 4.7. Tonga 4.4. Fiji had a 4.3 and a 552 depth. So Fiji's still starting to tick off again. Little activity down here. Yes, sir. And, Kamchatka bounced a bit, yesterday. Bing, 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 right? 5.3, a 5.0, and a 4.9. So 3 5s, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, and the volcanoes aren't doing much. But over here in Rat's Butt here, Adak, Alaska, had a 4.0. And up here, King Salmon, Alaska, had a 3.7. King Salmon's really good, by the way, if you don't know about it. Yeah, it's pretty bomb. We did have an earthquake here off the coast of Cali last night. I didn't feel it. I'm sitting here, and I didn't feel it. I'm just chipping away. The northwest tip of San Clemente Island, they said. They zoom in. Here's San Clemente Island now. Here's Catalina. It's way behind. So, yeah, we didn't. It's pretty far from here to here. But, yeah, it's come out last night and went, man, it didn't do it. Man, I think somebody's lying to us. But, hey, we had a little something, something. Is out that Cedros Trench. It goes right into Santa Barbara. Yeah, and it's Santa Barbara Channel, Santa Barbara up here. Yeah, so it leads into it. But yeah, that was an interesting thing. Other than that, there's been a couple of bangers. Looks like Texas had a little 2.6. Here's the Chiapas 4.7 that just happened. Um, you know that you'd think there would be more down here due to all the energy that come off the uh, plate boundary here, but just hasn't happened. That hurricane is down here off the Clipperton, right here. So that hurricane's right here, and I don't know how far that is. Let me see. If I go to GE, I'll find out how far that is. Yeah, the sea flare happened about an hour ago. All right, cool. 5.2. Yeah, I mean, we get those quite a bit, so they don't seem to be a whole lot of anything. But all right, so right about here, up to the border, is about 1,000 miles away. So to La Paz here, it's what, 360. To Puerto Vallarta, another 300 miles. So to New Mexico border, near 1,000 miles for the eye wall to hit. To Texas is near 1,000 miles, and up here it's a little bit more. Up to me is about 1,200. So yeah, that storm is there. It's a pretty good one. Let's see what the Hurricane Center has to say. Hillary, whoa, that's a bad name. Sorry if your name is Hillary, but you might want to go to the court and change that, because maybe you don't, but yeah. Fernanda, still out there, 40 miles an hour. This one here, 75 miles an hour. It's definitely a Hurricane Hillary. Yeah, 75 miles an hour. So it's a level 1, but still. It's predicted to come right up the coast, right to me. And I'm not sure that'll happen, but Hillary has the potential to bring significant impacts to Baja California Peninsula and portions of the Southwest United States this week and early next. Man, they better hurry up and get the cement down. I'm supposed to be in AZ tomorrow or next week. Although it's too soon to determine the location, the magnitude, wind impacts, interest, these areas should monitor the progress of Hillary and the updates to the forecast. Tropical Storm Watch is now in effect for southern portions of Baja California Sur, and the additional watches and warnings will be likely required later today. Heavy rainfall associated with Hillary may produce areas of flash flooding, resulting in landslides and over portions of Baja Peninsula. And late Friday into Sunday, rainfall impacts from Hillary within the southwestern United States are expected to peak Sunday and Monday. Monday. That's a little that's a little too wild, man. Monday. There you go. Monday. All right, now we got it. Hey, there you go. We'll have a little bit. Waiting for Hurricane Karen to follow up Hillary. Yeah. Sorry, that was the lamb. Yeah. Bad joke. Large swells from Hillary will spread northward along the coast of southwestern Mexico and Baja Peninsula during the next several days. Look for it, baby. Yeah, look for it. Yeah, that might be the first real storm that we get here on the West Coast. We still have another 7 days maybe before we really know what's going on with El Nino. Enzo is not too sure. It's kind of like in a holding pattern for about a week or two, 10 days. And I think the last forecast came about 3 or 4 days ago. We watched that one. And we're paying very close attention to that. I don't know, man. Yeah, baby. Yeah, we might get something. I don't know what's going on here. Yep. Central Pacific out here, we got Greg and Fernandez like exploding. It's coming apart. Tropical storm Greg just south of Hawaii. Yeah. Baja, Mexico, or Hawaii, right? Yeah, you can see the outer bands are hitting the big island right now. I don't know how the wind disturbances are, so we may have to look at windy. Do I have windy here? Let me see. Do I have windy here? I do have windy here. There you go. Windy. And there you go. There's Hillary. Yeah, 82 degrees out there. Plenty of hot water to keep that monster growing. And it gets warmer as it goes north. Oh, there's some power up in that one. Yeah, but it looks like we got some wind that's pushing it down and might shear it off. Fernanda kind of exploded. And the water level is about 80 degrees there. Greg down here, and you can see the 75 degrees over Hawaii right now. We've got 60s now. There's some shearing going on, it looks like. Yeah. Let's see here. Clouds. Look at the clouds. Yeah, a little bit of... Yeah. Here's Greg down here. I'm wondering what the wind speed's here. Wind speed. Remember what happened to Maui right here? Look, you can see there are high winds right here, 25 miles an hour right now. And this storm is just coming out from behind too. It picks up between the islands. And that's what happened. There are those people who have been talking, oh, it's been a laser. They lasered the people off. No, what they did is they let it burn and then they shut the water off. The electricity's on, the water's off. What does that tell you? Somebody shut the water off. Oh, no, they had water, but they ran out. They've been arguing about the water for a long time. Yeah, fresh water. You know, it's an island. Where are they going to get the fresh water? From the rain? Yeah, okay, now they maybe didn't have, storage. I mean, shit. What was a Lahaina's like over here? Right here, there's a Lahaina right there. They got this big old mountain in the middle, and yet the high winds came through here. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. There he is. How you doing there, big brother? Don't you ever stay home? Well, he's got things to do. Gotta love him. Yeah, a lot of logistics. I don't know. Yeah, so they're catching. You got 8 miles an hour right now. 26 in between, and then on the other side it's got 20. You know, let's see, that's 10 meters above ground, so hop it a little higher. 25 up in the higher levels. 500 meters. 23 starts to pick up. You can see that. Yeah, 19. So they do have some wind blowing through, you know, here we are down here, sorry. 10 miles an hour. It was a freak windstorm that burned that Lahaina. The problem is, guess who was there? Yeah, she lives down there. Yeah. Yeah, the one that has her own church. Yeah, you know, her own way of doing things and saying things. Kanapali's right up in here. Kanapali Shores is really big in Maui. Just terrible. Somebody told the police to hold people back, and somebody let those poor people die. And I think, hey, get this. The same jackass mayor or police chief, it was, that ran the Las Vegas shooting deal. He's the police officer here. He's the head here. How does that work? Because you know that was a cluster over there in Vegas. And that was, I don't think we even got the truth yet. Veracruz, Mexico comes in with a 4.1 right now. Okay, that's on the backside of Mexico. Veracruz is on the backside here. The chicken legs, chickening. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, Greg is less of a monster than Fernanda. And I saw Fernanda blow apart. What are we doing here? Ding, 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 ding. Oh, here's satellite. Yeah, see, Fernanda is nothing. Still got some more strong winds. Let's go ahead and... We were talking about this late last night. With, you know, talking about the different things we can observe. We had our brother Wally. He was talking, and we were talking back and forth. It was good conversation. Thank you. And coffee arrived. The second cup today, baby. We've got a low pressure here, a low pressure here, and then these two out here, and then the one down here. It's very odd. We have the trade winds going like this. There's a little dip here. Monsoonal moisture moved up the coast all the way into Oregon. Unfortunately, I think with all this, it's lightning strikes and creating a ton of fires. A dude who was telling us earlier that there's a bunch of forest fires that are happening due to the lightning and stuff all up and down California. California's burning. Oregon's burning with a huge one down by Eugene. And man, that's a monster. We'll see this one right here. Hold on. Ooh, that's good coffee. Good coffee. Coffee. Gotta have the coffee. You don't see the clouds, but you know, we got cloud coverage here. Man, it's breaking through now. It's gonna be a warm one. Muggy. What do we have here? 74 degrees here on my desk, and 60% humidity at the moment. And this is just at my desk. And I got you can hear the fans are roaring in the background, you know. Well, let's shake it off. Shake it off, baby. Anyway, here, yeah, you can see all up in these. Let's go ahead and look at the natural color fire and see if we can see anything. Well, I gotta go to 200, I guess. Look at that eddy right there. Wow. Yeah, there's a big fire right there. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them right up in here. Oh no, they're not having earthquakes up there. Yeah, I know. I had the discussion. I said, I think it's going to happen right up there. You know, and either that or in LA. And I live near LA, so I don't want it to happen. But, you know, I live south of LA, actually. About 80 miles north of the border. And there's a few people on our group here that live like that, you know, not far from the border. Yeah, let's take a look again. Let's look right up here and watch this. There's a big one right here in Oregon. Wow, that one's north. There's another one right there. There's 2 of them. These are all the Calis that are burning like crazy. Oh, Idaho's got one too now. It's fire season. Wow, look at that one. Dang. Yeah, it's fire season here, baby. Yeah. You know, we kind of predicted this. Not that we're wanting. Whoa. Whoa, what the
A
hell?
2.4 magnitude earthquake
God
has
bless
struck
America.
Rat Islands, Aleutian Islands, Alaska at 14 hours and
All
12
right,
seconds coordinate.
shut up. God, scared the crap out of me. I jumped. Did you jump? We can look at Atlantic real quick. The Atlantic's got a couple of things, 40%ers coming out. There's a good chance the next 72 hours. All right, so back. Get back, Jack. Okay, keep that one closed. We'll leave that one alone. That's California right here. Right, nothing happening. Here we're looking at the COD. Big fire here. Lots of fires down here. Hey, Red Wagon, how you doing? Fires are right on the Gwert Falls tectonic limit in Oregon. Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Why don't no fires happen out in the desert? Nobody has an answer? There ain't that many trees out in the desert. There's a lot of faults out in the desert. Yeah. It's hard to really talk to some of these people who are, a lot of book knowledge and they're the professionals, right? Oh yeah, the faults have earthquakes. Yeah, they do, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. They also create fires. Oh no, they don't. What do you mean? They don't create fires. How come we always see fires along the faults? Well, they don't create fires. Whoa. And you're a nut for thinking that. So this is the problem we have. Heard grass all brown was dead in Maui already. Yeah, it was. Yep. But they had it under control until the water shut off. And the fire people got there late and it shut off on them. So they got all screwed. Yeah. Yep, going through a drought. Yep. There's a ton of fires down here in Northern Cali and Oregon. Three pretty good ones in Oregon. I've already talked to Oregon Jane. How do you guys know her? Let me see. She said she's scurrying right now to drive from Pendleton to Salem at night. Way too hot. We'll send more information so far from the fires. Okay from the fires, but heading home now to see what's up. That's what she said. Yeah, and so I'll get an update soon enough. Just checking on her, Um, gosh, she's she reminds me of 55 quite a bit. 55 is such a calmness. She's such a sweetie, and Oregon is too, and I just love them. Anyone heard from Robin? I thought, yeah, dazzled by dahlias. Yeah. Um, yeah, I thought Robin or Susan, you've got an update from Robin that she's doing okay, according to the circumstances. Miss Bart, yeah, I miss her too. Um, but she's busy doing her thing. So, yeah, Susan, do we have an update from um, our sister yet, or no? Sister Robin. They go all the way to Anchorage now. The firm's fire map is nuts. All right, let's go ahead and check that. Right. Ding 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 ding. Yeah, it is the season. Wow, look at that, man. today. Yeah. This is what's going on here, right? Sister, she lives up in here, up right off of Salem. Here's Mount Hood. You know, these mountains here, Rainier. Yeah, yeah. You know these. Willamette Fire. That's a pretty freaking big one right now, and so is this Bedrock one. This here, we've had nothing but tremors through this area for how long now? Yeah, vibrating like hazel. Yeah, here, let's look at the tremors right now, even. Hey, come on now. Let's see. All right, got a little bit of the Silesia right there. Is this going to be a new set? Are we having another ETS event? I don't know. Inquiring people want to know. It was nothing yesterday or the day before yesterday. And then as 158, where'd that happen? Oh, my! 158. Oh, guess what? This is from 8:14. Here we are, 8:17. 3 days ago, and where are all the fires happening? Oh, yeah. Nah, they're not related. Nah. Yeah, right here. Let's look at this one. Dun 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 dun. There's another one. Dun 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 dun. There's no confidence that somebody's. Well, I can see confidence, man. I see it. Straight line. Look at that straight line, huh? Can you see that? Yeah. Why is that? Ooh, it's a storm. It's a storm. Yeah. Here's a head fire. Tuesday, August 15th. That's when it. Yeah. Tuesday. Here we are. Here's Shasta. Here's where our sister lives, and she got a fire not too far from her. I don't know. She said she smelled smoke the other morning. I said, well, you freaking hippie, you gotta smell it. I'm teasing her. Back to the slow slid of Vancouver Island area. Dude's been keeping up with us too. Yeah. Are you okay, Paul? Only 3 hours sucks. Screenshots 3 spectros of versus USGS listing to match fires and wilderness in New Mexico for 4 years. Yeah. What's your conclusion there, Paul? Patches. I could say your real name, but I don't want to. I don't want to out you. Respect you, you know? Canuck says, just a bit ago, a mayor of Yellowknife told everyone to drive out of the city to get away from the wildfire, but nowhere's to drive to cause a fire is coming up the main highway. Yeah. Patches. I don't think he can hear my... Yeah, he can hear my voice. He's a good boy. What is your conclusion over the 4 years you have? Screenshots of spectros versus USGS listings and the wildfires. Do you see a correlation, or do you see maybe a hint of it, but nothing definitive? That'll be interesting, your report on that. Yeah. Here's a flat. Look at that, man. It's burned. It's burned a bit. Damn. 58% contained. It's still burning. But yeah, the ones that are burning bad are right here. The Willamette fire. Yeah. And Bedrock. You know, they do a lot of this. See how these little things are here? These are forest. So they cut the forest down and then they plant them and they grow back. I think doing that is helpful. Usually a forest can recover pretty quick. but not when it's dense like this. And you can see where they've done little bits here and there and they've come back. But yeah, when it's this much burnt, and you see they do pretty good all the way around. I think electrostatic charge from rocks and dust versus deadfall for firequake. That's all right. Electrostatic discharge. I'm inclined to think you like what now? I can. It's still gonna happen. Oh, yeah. I don't know how it's coming through. Hey, man, it's working. It doesn't want to work before, but hey, you know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I can mute those and yeah, I don't know what it's coming through, what channel it's coming through, but hey, anyway, I digress. A little, you know. Well, just in Oregon and California, the fires are in Washington as well, moving through BC pretty steadily. Tell you the truth, it's where all the trees are. Come on, we had such a hell of a winter. There's a lot of growth, and that growth has created it. Yep, and up in the Northwest Territories and Yukon, it just hasn't stopped. There's a little bit up here in Alaska. One of the shows I watched, they saw it happening in Alaska. Also, the other one where I want to say she saw the fire down the river. She's up here in BC. But I don't know where she's building the thing on the side of them. Maybe she's up in here. Yeah, she could be here. But she lives down that way, and she has her own land, and her and her husband, and she's building a cabin kind of thing, someplace to go for a minute. And she's on YouTube, and she's pretty cool. Mitchie Gross. I like watching it because I don't know about y'all, but I like I like the creative side of people, and I just do. And it's just me. I'm weird. But anyway, I zoomed in on firms to check it out. I need to call Tony Beats. He can move it dirt, buddy. Yeah, that boy can move dirt. There's no doubt. I don't know. Is that show still happening? I don't have TV, so you know. Yeah. The Max Exodus from DirecTV because of AT&T taking over. It's going to continue because AT&T suck. They're just horrible. Yep. Gold Rush is still on, filming a new season right now. Meow. Okay, buddy. Northwest Territory's got some pretty serious fires. How about the East Coast? I mean, look at, oh shit, look at this. Grand Canyon, Mongolian Rim. Yeah. It's like it's maybe 2,200 feet, goes all the way up to 6, 7, 8, 9,000 feet when you go up the Mongolian Rim, and that's where the trees are. Most people think, they judge Arizona because of Phoenix. Phoenix is a crap hole. It's an oven. It's much like we're living here. Um, it, it is a crap hole, and um, it's yeah. You walk into an oven, it's like boof. Oh, you open up the oven, on Thanksgiving. Yeah, yeah. I guess it dials in. Sure does. But let's look up at the East Coast. How's the East Coast doing? Little couple of fires in Colorado, it looks like, too. Anybody in Colorado? I don't know. Got some warm spots and through Texas. Nothing down here, really. Probably would have to look through Windy and see any kind of smoke, right? How would we look at air quality? Yeah, you can see the fires here. Look at that mess right there in Oregon, BC. Gets into Saskatchewan and Alberta too, eh? I caught myself saying that the other day. And coming off of Africa too. It's where they're burning the rainforest down in here. Yeah. Alrighty. What else do we have? Quebec's got some fires, but man, I'll tell you, I hear that noise. I just turned that one off. I can pick it up in my ears. Stick your head in the oven and broil. That's Phoenix, right? Tacoma Fire Department still filming. Patches, I don't understand, bud. Tacoma Fire Department there, bud. That's Washington, right? Well, anyway, that's enough for the fires. We done the fires. We did. Well, there's okay. Look at Indonesia up here has a 4.7 now. Now I don't know about y'all, but the USGS seems to be a government agency now. I'm not having a whole lot of faith in their reporting. I appreciate the fact that they do show us, but I'm kind of remiss. Not remiss is the wrong word. Kind of wondering why they don't show everything. And 4 and above, 4.5 above. Oh, okay. Uh-oh, broken lizards. Uh-oh. The same guys who made Super Troopers? Alright. I never heard of it, bud. Thank you, Patches. I just never heard of it. Yeah, what now? I've got it muted. What the hell? What? I'm just wondering where the hell it's coming from. It's coming from the system. Hey, I don't want to. I got the system turned off too, and it's still coming through. But I guess we'll just have to deal with it when it happens. The fact, because it's working this time, it hasn't been working for a while. The bells, anyway. But seismo. Little noise here in Cali, right? It's a little. It looks bigger here than it does over here. 2.2 Lake Henshaw. Lake Henshaw is in Cali here. That's on the just east of Bakersfield. This is probably traffic meant noise here in where I live. So awfully quiet. There's some noise in Cali, but not much. But it's awfully been quiet. Here's Yellowstone, Texas. This is Mr. Carl Sims, I believe. The Quebec Seismic Network. My boy Patches, I think, helps this guy. That's why Texas is there. 42's made it in the house. Well, let's see who's here today. Walleye King is here. Susan's here. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Tim. Good morning, Walleye B. He hasn't said anything yet. He just might be sleeping. The Mysterioso, Paul Collins, better known as Patches, is here. Good morning. Good morning, 42. Good morning, Rocket Bob 76. Good morning, Red Wagon. I know you're working. That's okay. Good morning, Canuck. Good morning, Light Girl 19. Good morning, Big T-Shirt Billy Boy. And yeah, that's my boy Max. Good morning, Flutter Girl. Good morning to Dub Diesel and the AZ. Morning, Dog Rock 18. Good morning, Denise. Afternoon to you in UK. Good morning to Dude 96. It's been an evening to you too. Comanche 6520. How you doing, big brother? Big hugs to you. Hoping you're well and praying for health for you. And yeah, Yeshua's name. Calmness 55. Good morning, sister. And old Snarly, he's out there. And, you know, making him famous, you know. And Storm, of course. Yep. We'll see. Let's see. Who else we have? Let's go ahead and go right into the space weather. Space weather, just the C5 flare. And the proton density is about 4. Solar wind is like really low at 328. Quiet with a chance of flares, he says. Several sunspot groups are growing larger and potentially dangerous as they grow. However, the sun remains relatively quiet. NOAA forecasters say there's only a 15% chance. But look at there. Look at that. Look at that little monster up there. The Wilson effect. The air in the French Alps was usually steady on August 15 when a theory of the Legault point in his telescope at the sun and was captured the phenomenon rarely seen by amateur astronomers called the Wilson effect. Let's go ahead and check what that is. Yeah. In astronomy, the Wilson effect is perceived depression of the sun's umbra, or center. In the sun's photosphere, the magnitude of depression is difficult to determine, but may be as large as 1,000 kilometers. Sunspots result from the blockage of the convective heat transport by intense magnetic fields. Sunspots are cooler than the rest of the photosphere, and with the effect temperatures about 4,000 degrees Celsius or 7,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Sunspots occurrence follows an approximately 11-year-old period with solar cycle. And I think it's more 14 years. There's some new science coming out. So when we talk about that, it looks like there's a little depression in the middle. It's where it's cooler. The photosphere is all this orange stuff that we're looking at. there's really no, there's a, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're all pretty stable right now. So not expecting any flares. Hey, but it can happen. New comet, Nishimura. Astronomers are monitoring a new comet that could become visible to the naked eye next month. Comet C 2023 P1 Nishimura, discovered just a few days ago by Japanese amateur astronomer Hideo Nishimura on August 15th. Get this, he discovered a new comet. Some wackadoodle just looking up in the sky. And that's how wild it is, and that's why we look at these things. That we may not see the one that wipes us out. It's predicted in the Bible, right? Yeah, the stars of heaven falling down, wipe out a third of mankind. Yeah, it can happen. People are saying, hide us from the wrath of him who sits on the throne. Yeah. Well, you have a responsibility for that, don't you? Right now, the comet is shining like a 10th magnitude star, a relatively easy target in backyard telescopes. It could become more than 100 times brighter. Forecasters believe the comet Nishimura will brighten to third magnitude in mid-September when it passes the sun inside the orbit of Mercury. This would make it visible to the naked eye from the rural areas. This might be a hyperbolic comet. What's a hyperbolic comet? Let's check that out, what that means. This list of parabolic and hyperbolic comets in the solar system. Many of these comets come from the Oort cloud, which is outside of our, where all the planets are, just on the outside, right? Perhaps even interstellar. That would mean inside, right? The Oort cloud is not gravitationally attracted enough to the sun to form a fairly thin disk, like the inner solar system. Thus, comets originating from the Oort cloud can come at us from roughly any orientation. Inclination to ecliptic. They may have a retrograde orbit, meaning you can retrograde, right? You can see that. Yeah, you can see it. Astronomy in general is orbit rotation, direction opposite the rotation of everything else. That's what a retrograde orbit is. By definition, hyperbolic orbit means that the comet will only travel through the solar system once, with the sun acting as a gravitational slingshot, sending the comet hurling out into the solar system. Entirely useless, unless the effect of orbital eccentricity. The astronomical object is dimensionless parameter that determines the amount by which its orbit around another body deviates from the perfect cycle. A value of 0 is a circular orbit. A value of 0 and 1 form an elliptical orbit. That means, that the sun can, kick it off its course. That's what it means, right? I'm pretty sure of that. Typical comets in the Oort cloud are thought to have roughly circular orbits around the sun, but their orbit velocity is so slow that they may be easily perturbed by a passing star or the galactic tide. Hey, did you know there's galactic tides out there? A galactic tide is a tidal force experienced by objects subject to the gravitational field of a galaxy. Yeah, is he? Yeah, right? What does all that mean? Particular areas of interest concerning galactic tides include galactic collisions, the disruption of a dwarf or satellite galaxies, and the Milky Way tidal effect on the Oort cloud. So, passing stars, you can see all that. Yeah. Passing stars is 20 light years from the sun. 131 such objects have been found at least 20 light years away. There are 22 bright enough to the visible without a telescope, right? So we see some stuff up there, and they're at least, what is it? How far away? Yeah. Well, anyway, good stuff. I don't need to go into it too much more. Yeah. The Wilson effect is a divot in the sun's redness, orangeness, whatever you want to call it. That's the original orange man, the sun. Yep. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Stop crying. 19 fireballs came through North America yesterday. So much less than what was happening before. Geometric storms, 20% chance for geometric storm in the mid latitudes, 15 for the upper. There are now 2,349 potentially hazardous asteroid. What is that? Well, that's an asteroid that's a football field size or larger, traveling or moving or transporting itself or cruising through, or however you want to call it. It's in our neighborhood, and we measure these, the distance of these that are concerning what we call FAS, that they have to be 5% of the distance from the Earth toward the sun. So if they come within that 5% distance, they're potentially hazardous. Well, how do we measure that? Well, we say, well, what's our ruler? Okay, our ruler is the moon, right? Or our measuring stick. All right, from Earth to the moon, 384,400 kilometers. A lot of feet. So we say, divide that by 1.6, you'll get it. That's one distance. So 5% of the 5% of the distance from the Earth to the sun basically is 19 and a half distances. So anything between 19 and a half and 0, which we hit the Earth, that's what we look for. And right now they have a list of 2,349 of them, right? And that's pretty serious. On top of that, they have the other little rocks and stuff. And that's what we're looking at now. And today, being the 17th, there are two rocks right now. One is 36 feet across, and another one is 18 feet across. The 36-footer is traveling or moving or traversing at 9.8 kilometers every second. Almost 10 kilometers every second. And it's about 14 distances away. Earth to the moon times 14. 384,401 multiplied by that. The other one, the 18-footer, is traveling or moving at 1.6. It's a little slow mover. But get this. Yeah. This one's 1.4 distances. So a distance and a half. 384,000, divide that out, 384? You know, I can't think that fast. Stellar by Incubus, huh? Well, patches, yeah. We have a lot of space rocks we don't observe until they pass by us. That's what I haven't seen them. Actually, I've seen a lot of the Pleiades. I can't even say it right. I call it Pleiades. Arizona's meteor crater was only about the size of a Volkswagen when it hit the ground. But when it hit the atmosphere, it was much bigger. So think about that, you know. And it exploded, right? Yeah. And I wonder if when it hit the ground, did it cause Flagstaff to explode too? The San Francisco peaks. Yeah. Yeah, I know they found it in the ground. Yes, sir. Big t-shirt. Sorry. Somebody pulled my finger. Oh, sorry. Anyway. Where are we at? Well, let's look at what's going on in the sun. I don't think the sun's doing anything. Whoa, I was wrong. Look at that one. Boom. Okay, that's out in front of us. Yeah, that's out in front of us and a little bit stronger to the south. And then another one happened just now. So there's one right there. You can see that did come at us. Looks like maybe it went away. Looks like this one might be away from us. And that one may have gone out the side. And then there's another one just happened. All right, I guess we'll look up here in stereo, see what we can see. Let's go ahead and check her out. Do I need my hickory? We cook with hickory. Quick, burn the hickories. Uh-huh. Oh, look at that, man. It's got some noise. Stereo's got some problems. Yeah, that happens. That happens when it gets irradiated. All right. Ain't no luck there. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Yeah, that's right. Let's see here. Which one do I want to use? I don't think they have it yet. It's 21st. I don't know what their start date is here. Hold on. 14th. Oh, yeah, this is old. Yeah, they're not going to have anything. Yeah, Noah wouldn't have it yet, so. Maybe NASA would. I mean, it's just now happened. It'll take 4 hours or so, 6 hours. Well, it's having a little issue. Everybody saw that popper. Oh. Whoa, waggy. 17, 18. All right. There's that one I think I saw. Yeah, they put the one up. There's that one. And then there's... Yeah, I think it went north of us. Yeah. Here's the side view. Here's the north looking south. Here's west up here. Yeah. So this is the latest one. Boom. Yeah, that one went away from us. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. So what else we have? Ground magnetics. Dun 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 dun. We get another song. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. We're waiting. It's all Tim's fault. And he runs. That's too fun. And the Sandwich Islands might have a little activity. I'm still thinking that the west coast of the United States, even Canada's going to get one by Monday. Monday at 12 noon. Before that, something's going to happen here on the west coast. Canada, U.S. I'm not seeing much there. We already looked at tremors. How about some drunk Chinamen? Is there a drunk Chinaman out there? Yeah, you can see how these are breaking down. Nada, 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 nada. How about up there? Nada. How about a Ruski? Is there a Ruski out there? Can you buy a Ruski? You can always buy a Ruski. Yep. I wonder why they don't have black Russians. It's only white Russians. No, that wasn't racist. There's, what is it? Chocolate milk, maybe? I don't know. Kahlua and something. I don't know. Black Russian is Coke. Share Bear, good morning. Let's look at the volcanoes. All right, come on. Let's get this. We're getting on the road here. We're already an hour in. Having some fun today, baby. In the news today, according to Volcano Discovery, Venus is in there, 23,000. It's an 18,000 foot mountain down there in the armpit of South America. And it's over there by Sabancaya, another 19,000 foot mountain. So Mayon volcano, which has been erupting there on the Philippines, it's cloudy. They can't see it, but they know what's happening. Volcanoes today, August 17, 2023. Fuego, Ibu, Dacono, Trafalgar, Reventador, Askja, Sangay, and Urbanus. Yeah. Fuego volcano popping at 17. It's a little stronger. Normally it's a 15, but yeah, might not have much weather, but I think it does. Pretty strong one out of Fuego. That's in Guatemala, Central America. Ibu and Dacono there on Halimarjara popping at 8,000 feet. Ibu is about 4,300 footer. The other one is like 38 or maybe 43 and 38. Something like that. They're under 5,000. 43. Yeah. And Dacono, where are they talking about? Come on. Where's Dacono? Man, they said Dacono's in the damn thing. There it is. Dacono's at 7,000 feet. Why don't they keep them together? 3,800 foot. See? They're both erupting. And, yeah. Yeah, baby. So, they're on the same darn island. And I'll show you on this map here. Halimarjara, that's how I say it, okay? I know I had 2 more syllables. It's just easier. Halimarjara. 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 Right? That's how I say it, all right? Don't worry about it. You know what I mean. Dacono's over here, Ibu's over here, and on this little island right here. And there is active quakes happening in Indonesia, Tenrat, Indonesia. The Malacca Sea, Sulawesi has been super active again. It went quiet for a while, and it got picked up, and now it's going pretty cool. The girls like your Venus. What? What? My next door neighbor just got a load of wood from my woodman. I guess he's putting the wooden stove. He said he was spending a fortune on the furnace oil last year. Yeah. What does he said? He put an app out here, so watch Duty Wildfire. All right, buddy. Oops. There we go. Thank you, bud. We'll save that one. Put that in the tools. All right, so back to it. Ibu Nakona popping. 4,300 foot going to 8,000. You know, almost a 5,000 foot pop. That means there's some pressure moving through, especially when both volcanoes go off, right? We may look to an earthquake and then up in this sector, up in here. Generally, these two are here, that pressure moving through, coming out of here, moving north. Moving on up. Sinabung volcano, 18,000 feet. Sinabung hasn't been in the news in a while. Minor activity. It's a 8,000 foot mountain, and you know it did its thing, right? Sinabung, the Indonesian volcano people. Close. Sinabung right here. You know, Sinabung. So it's on Sumatra, eh? Sumatra, level 2. I'll show you. Sometimes they put these, you know. There we go. Gunung Sinabung is a Pleistocene Holocene volcano. Yes, sir. Stratovolcano with many lava flows on its flanks. The migration of summit vents along the north-south line gives the summit crater a complex and elongated form. The youngest crater is a conical andesitic to diacitic edifice is at the southern end of the 4 overlapping summit craters. An unconfirmed eruption was noted in 1881. The solfataric activity was seen at the summit and the upper flanks in 1912. No confirmed historical eruptions were recorded prior to the explosive eruption during the August-September 2010 that produced the ash plume of 5 kilometers above the summit. It's happening now, baby. Sinabung. Which one is this one? Saying good? Sinabung. Hey, Toba. Uh-oh. Sinabung right here. No good. We don't like that. No, we do not like that. Now, down here is where we had the 6.5, we had the 4.3 and the 3.5, and then we had another little earthquake right up in here. And it appears this area is starting, the Nice region is starting to pick up again. And yeah. Bart says, yep, just woke up. The drive in the gorge was quite windy for a while. All right. So she's okay. That's what matters. Sinabung's an 8,000 foot mountain. So think about that, right? So it's popping a little bit, right? Sinabung, 18,000, 10,000 foot pop. Is that an eruption? You betcha. Reventador down in Ecuador, 14,000 out of it, 12,000. It's not a whole lot. Shishaldin, the Aleutian Islands in Alaska. Eruptive period has ended. The resumption activity is likely. And then, you know, look how pretty that looks. You know, cotton. Why do we always like cotton here? The Alaskan Volcano Observatory is checking it out. Mount Shishaldin. Yeah. It's in the Aleutian Islands, and it's slowed down. Semenkaya volcano down there in the armpit of 29,000 foot mountain. Popper. Semenkaya is right down here. One of these here. There it is. Right here, and then Urbanus or Penis or whatever you call it is right there. So right there and right there, both of these volcanoes have been going off for some time. There's a what? Right here. There's the trench. Why are these going off? Is it telling us something? Is it telling us that there's activity down in there? Very well could be. Run fast. uh, I won't get you, Scoops. What? Hey. Now I get to switch. Tim, you shouldn't say those things. I'm gonna whip your ass too. I don't care what the other one said. Torrefjell volcano in Iceland. New inflation beneath the central caldera. Hey. Let's check. Let's read on that one. The latest ground deformation measurements from June revealed an uplift from the volcano. The central part of the caldera has been inflated a few centimeters, as visible on both SAR and GPS data. This is presumably reflecting the continued magma accumulation under the surface. No significant seismic changes have occurred since the beginning of the uplift so far. The center volcano, located north of and south lake, consists of large area of silicic and intermediate volcanism in Iceland. During the post-glacial times, only a narrow fissure zone at the western end of has been active, producing mostly silicic lava flows, lava domes, and tephras. The most recent silicic eruption produced a run lava flow about 900 AD. The fissure system is a long trend with active at the same time in the basaltic Vindadongan fissure system and Bardabunga. There it is, Bardabunga. Hey, we're back to Bardabunga central volcano in 1477 AD. The small Trofoklu ice cap lies mostly outside the southeast rim of the caldera, which is the site of vigorous thermal activity over the broad area, 130 to 140 square kilometers. Yeah, well, let's find out where the hell this thing is. All right, so we know what we're talking about, right? You know, that's how you mess up. There you go. There you go. There you go. Right down in there. So we got some activity, growth underneath. All the other stuff that's happening is right over here. So, they saw from Reykjavik this explosion is right out here. I don't think it's right down here. I think it's right in here. And it's been moving toward the ocean, but this area is where the area of eruptions in right here. But here is where the rise in the pressure. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Leave it at that. You learn something every day, right? All right. Luatolo over there in just northwest of Timor, 7,000. So if I went down here and went this way, Luatolo is like right out here. And so I have to go volcanoes of the world. Right. Luatolo's right here. And here's Timor, right? So that's happening. Askja volcano, central Iceland, inflation is continuing. So that's another one that's continuing ASCA is INSAR interferometric synthetic aperture radar monitoring the volcano considers the central part of the caldera, the western southwestern outer part of the Viti crater, the most uplifting during July 21 to August 23 period. A source of magma remains unchanged at 3 kilometers depth, and according to geodetic measurements, there are no indications of magma reaching shallower levels. Currently, in my opinion, scientists have been doing field research to measure gas, temperature, and pH value located in Ask or Olsk Juvatin Lake. These long-term measurements are taken to detect changes in the activity of the volcano. Tourists are advised to keep the hell out, and by Icelandic civil protection and police departments. In addition, people are recommended to avoid bathing in the lake because staying prolonged in the area's volcanic remains at a level of uncertainty. Stay out the damn lake. It's their drinking water. Come on. The volcano's 4,000, almost 5,000 feet up, and ASCA just for S and G's. We'll show you. All right. So we talked about Tropha Cool, and now we're talking about ASCA. This is a beast, and they monitored this booger. Okay. I don't know when the last time it popped. 1875. A devastating Fredo-planin explosion, 1875, especially in the east fords of Iceland. The ashfall was heavy enough to poison the land and kill livestock. Ash or tephra from this eruption was windblown to Norway, Sweden, Germany, and Poland. This eruption triggered a substantial wave of immigration from Iceland. Another less well-known eruption called ASCA S occurred in the Holocene 11,000 years ago. And from that eruption went Sweden, Northern Ireland, Norway, and Romania. The outer caldera ASCA represented prehistoric eruption is about 50 kilometers squared, and the evidence of later caldera forming events within the main crater floor lies 3,600 feet. 2010 volcano expert Hazel Raymer said the seismic activity was increasing, and probably brought out the alarmist. Yeah. Well, anyway. Get off my lawn! The news came about scientists continued to watch Katla. Early 2012, it was noted that the lake in the caldera was totally clear of ice, which usually does not happen until June or July. It was believed that an increase in geothermal activity has beginning to heat the lake. In early September 21, GPS satellite data showed an inflation rate of 5 centimeters per month, most likely attributed to the magma intrusion of the caldera and maybe the ice melting too. September 9th, in meteorological office, in my opinion, started at aviation color code. It was upgraded from green to yellow due to the changes. So there you have it. ASCA. Yeah. You learn something every day, baby. It's what we're here for. Your Venus, 23,000, 18,000 foot mountain. Fuego, 17. Yeah. And Dakona, we already saw that. Sangay, nothing happening. Luotolo, we talked about that, 7,000. Pagana volcano, ash advisory to 10,000 feet. Pagana. Bagana's in a PNG area. So let's go ahead and show you where that is, because that one's been on the news for a couple weeks, maybe a month. You know, all through June. Down here. See, you got it yellow down. Bing! Yeah. These two volcanoes been active. Manam's been active. Kodovar, Karkur. These volcanoes are activated. That's why we're watching this stuff, man. A big boomer? Yeah, I hope not. And that's it for the volcanic news. We'll look at the EMSC. Anything above a 4 for the last 12 hours or so. Or something deep. Sumatra, Southern Sumatra, the 4-4. We were watching that one. Java, Indonesia had the 5-3. That thing came out as a 5.9, and we watched the props. It propped pretty well, and so why it dropped off? I saw the body magnitudes. I don't think they have it on USGS right now. Yeah, they do. They knocked it down at 5.3. Again, they're not looking at the way we used to look at earthquakes. They have a new form, and I think a lot of it has to do with damage and felt. 5.7, you see it. Here's the body magnitude, and then they chose the 5.3. But if you looked at the body magnitudes, right, and over here, you can't see that, damn it. Oh, you can't even see it on that one. That's wild. Oh well, I'll stay with this one. You can see automatic here. You can't see my mouse though. That's wild. The top line says 5.63. There's a weight next to it, which is a 1. I would add a half a point to a 5.63. It comes to about 6.2. The next one is the same, 6.2. The next one the same, 6.2. The next one the same, 6.2. The next one the same, 6.3. The next one the same, 6.3. The next one the same, 6.2. Or 6.3. Sorry. That's what it was. 5.7 at a half a point. And that's where it was. USGS does their things a little bit different. They lowered the magnitude to 5.3 because of their criteria. It's not the same. So I'm not bemoaning them. It's just their way of doing things. And had a very good video I found. I'll try to find it again. It'll take me probably 20 minutes. I don't want to do it right now, but I will do it after the report, just to get you where you understand how they bring it together now. And we'll review that. All right. So there you have it. Let's see. Fiji had a 4.5 at 583 in depth. Looking for a 5.5 shallow in the area. Veracruz, the other side of Mexico. Veracruz is over here. Had a 4.1. 4.4 at Java, Indonesia. We talked about that yesterday, but they got another one. Let's find out where this one is. Is that a little bit further down? Sure the hell is. All right, here's Bali. So This 4.1. The other bigger earthquake was up here, down south. This is southern Java. All right. Offshore Chiapas, 4.1. Fiji again. So there's two Fijis today, both relatively deep. 553, 4.3 on this one. And a Gulf of Cali. Hey, we got a Gulf of Cali one here, man. 4.4. Let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah. So that's in the area. Here's Hermosillo right here. Right in there. Boom. All right. Boom, chicka boom. Yeah, I know. Chiapas again. 4.1. Offshore Tonga. At a 4.4 at 145 depth. Veracruz again, 4.1. So there's two out of Veracruz. Kyrgyzstan, the stands are arguing again. There's a 4.4 out of that. And the latest is a 4.2 Turkey. That's all, we're all caught up. So you know what's going on in your world. You know what's going around in space. I'm still like the only been 8 months since Hunga Tonga. Good morning, Eden. Nice to see you. Not yet, Eden. There's nothing reported. I mean, big quakes all around it, but yeah, nothing reported. And yeah. Cat outside. My cat's talking to him. Said, "Are you my friend? If not, I'm gonna bite your ass." Yeah. Looks like Turkey just popped again right here. And then what's going on? Nothing in Texas, Cascades, California's quiet. All right. Well, there you have it. That's the report for this morning. Big hugs, and have a plan. We'll be putting some videos together, so hang in there, don't get none on you. And I'm Joe. If you want to be on with the morning report and this vlog, if you're over there on YouTube, this is live here every day, Monday through Friday, about 7 o'clock a.m. here in the Pacific. You can join us over here, twitch.tv/JoelSlickLive, and join everybody who's talking, and you'll learn a lot. These are a lot of great people here. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for your tips and your subscriptions. They help. Yeah. Thank you so much. Big hugs, y'all.